All right, I'm going to end the night on a good note, on a positive note. This man is in the UK, I believe in the UK, named ERWIN Sanders. He's a type of grandfather you would love to have. He seems completely wholesome. There's nothing that has popped up from all different corners of the web that people want to make sure that they're watching a good wholesome person, and nothing negative has ever been said about him, maybe other than, oh, this is just CGI and the videos are just made to calm you and relax you. That may be the case because it does have that soothing effect, but it's very intriguing. It's cute in its own little way. Something that I could sit here with my daughter and show her, like, look, what's that, and just vivid imagination. I think it was real um, interesting the first time we seen it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Um, and yeah, it's become its own little series. He's like me in the sense that he doesn't he he's kind of uncomfortable and he doesn't say it often, but the guy who helps him film a little bit always tells him or reminds him to say, uh, please like and subscribe. And I'm kind of the same way because I don't ask, every single video. Um, but yeah, if you like my content, please like and subscribe. So with that being said, let's get this one started.
So good morning, my name's Owen, and this is the first video that I'm putting out there on the internet, but hopefully it's going to be an ongoing series of videos which I'll be doing. And it's dealing with ethereology and the aspect of that, which I'll explain all that more as I go, but the aspect of what we're doing is work I've been doing for about 25 years, and it's the discovery of well, I call them wilderness folk, but it's really just folk that can be found in places like woodlands and moorlands and locations over the United Kingdom. The reason we're here in this woodland today is to find this, hopefully this species here. I've just done an illustration of it. Right, hopefully that'll be picked up on there. Now that's a pixie-like creature called, well, the tribe's called the Morsu tribe. That's a name I've attributed to them. They're a bit taller than that. They're about 10 inches high, and they've got greyish skin. Yeah, so that's why we're here in this woodland. So I'll keep doing little videos as we travel around all day, and then further on into the week. Just note of warning that I'm just trying to do all this on my own, and this equipment's quite new to me. So apologies if it's not the best quality. Hopefully we'll get better as we go along. I am being assisted by advice from somebody who I've known for a few years, but he, as I say, he's not here with me. So, yes, let's. That's it, really. So let's go down to the woods further. So the last time I visited these woods, this cave area here was used by them. I think temporarily. They tend to do some adornments around the edge of their dwellings if it's a permanent one, and this doesn't go in very far, so it's probably just used as a shelter, but I saw a few in here before. I'm just at the moment just looking for any sort of detritus, anything that they've left around, but there doesn't seem to be anything here. But there's a trail going along here, again not very fresh, so I'm imagining that this isn't currently in usage, but nonetheless it's always worth checking places where you know that they've been in the past. Now this is very interesting. I've just found this by the base of down by this tree, by this cave here. Now this is called well, what I call it a hooker stick. It's broken. It's meant to be about this long usually, so maybe that's the reason why they discarded it. Or they're normally more resourceful than that, and you'd see it repaired. I'll bring it closer to camera so that we can you can have a better look. I'll have to focus it in because it's, oh dear. It's, just bear with me while I focus the camera in. Hold this up. Oh, so that's the end of it, and it's just get it a bit more in. I'm going the wrong way of the focus now. And they use that for hooking, you know, berries or mushrooms or things that are too high up for them to reach. They'll hook it with that, and so that's. Let me just see if I can just get in front of the camera again. I'll just focus it where I'm going to be then. So imagine I'm very small, you know, and I'm this high, and there's a berry up there, and this would obviously be much longer than that, this sort of height. You know, they can't reach it, so they'll use this stick to pull off berries and things that are out of their reach, and that's the usage of this. But they very rarely leave these lying around. Well, I mean, I've never seen them leave these lying around. So I'd imagine it must have snapped, and they couldn't find it, and doesn't look like it's been handled for a while. The wood started to deteriorate over time, so probably happened, you know, quite a while ago. This is where I'm going to be for the next couple of hours or so. If I don't get any signs or any noises or anything, then I'll move on, but otherwise I'll stay here. There's a relatively comfortable seating bit just next to the rock here, and the good thing about this spot is that I can see all around and up there. It's not open, but it's not too thickly wooded. But there's plenty of places for them to see me whilst hiding in the crevices of the rocks. And they don't want to approach across a wide open plain, because obviously I'll be able to see them as well as they can see me. Just had a little look around. This is just actually a couple of meters away from where I'm sitting on the other side of the tree, and I just noticed these little mushrooms, which are rather pretty. But the unfortunate thing is, if they were in this area, they would have taken these, because these are a delicacy for them, and the fact that they haven't already taken them means either they're waiting for them to grow, but in more likelihood they're just simply not around. But it does give me an opportunity to just got this out and just show you what you can do with it. So you can grab the thing. I mean, these mushrooms are quite small, so they're hard to grab, but you can imagine if they're larger, you know, this would be quite effective at no, they do need to be larger. You need to really be able to hook them all the way around, but you know, you can imagine that's an effective tool. A larger mushroom.
Now, definitely in this channel, you don't expect to see too many of the little creatures that he's going after. You know, of course, in, you know, English and Irish and Scottish and Welsh and, you know, folklores, they talk a lot about, you know, fairies, pixies, goblins, trolls, things of that nature. And, you know, there always has to be somewhat of a genesis of where that all started. And he's been adamant that when he first got into this, a friend of his took him out and he had seen one. And when they actually show them in the video, I mean, I'm the type of person who has an open mind. I'm not a skeptic at all. I mean, of course, I would have to be a little skeptical of this. I mean, but then again, who knows? Because there's so much stuff out there that we don't know about. We, like, for instance, we've only, like, explored 5% of the ocean. I mean, we don't know what the heck is, down at the bottom of the Marianas Trench, or, what other cryptids we have yet to discover. So, whoever did his channel for him, his helper, they must be pretty damn good at CGI, because when they do catch these little things on camera, when he does, they're pretty freaking convincing.
They eat these mushrooms, but they also make them into little, they make all sorts of ointments and medicines out of, herbs and fungi and things that they find. And also this, I don't know if you can see it from there, that's birds' droppings. I've seen them collect that as well. Quite common for them to collect bird feces. So I've been here for about an hour or so, waiting. But as I said, because of the mushrooms, I'm not sure that, that they're likely to turn up here. I might just, I was going to say I'm going to go, but I might just leave it half an hour, because also the other reason is I don't know where my hat's gone. It's rather unfortunate having a camouflage hat when you lose it in the woods. It makes it very difficult to find. The reason I wear camouflage is not because I don't want them to see me. It's because those colours tend to keep them calm. I'm wearing generally earthy colours, and that's just, if I was wearing bright blue or something like that, there is nothing bright blue in their world apart from the sky, and in their minds I'd probably represent, I don't know, some sort of sky god or something, and that wouldn't be beneficial. So yes, I'll carry on looking for the hat. So the good news is that I found my hat. That's good. But unfortunately I had to walk back about half a mile back to where we were doing another video, and so consequently I'm quite hot and slightly irritable. So I'm going to wait here for a little bit and cool down before I start going to the next place. Carrying around all this video equipment and everything is making things quite a lot slower than usual, so I'm not quite as hopeful that we'll get a sighting today, because I've been doing a lot of stomping around, as I said, is not the best idea, but we'll see how it goes. So I've been here for about half an hour now, 40 minutes maybe, and I've decided that I'll just stay here for the rest of the day and keep my eye on the surroundings. I also noticed that this is a spot where I came probably about 10 years ago when I visited here with Tom, who's the chap who's helping me upload all of this and giving me advice on how to use the cameras and things. It was a lot easier actually having somebody else doing all of the camera work rather than trying to do everything yourself. So that's a lesson to be learned, but probably too late. So this will be the last video today. It's been about 5 hours since the one that I did last time, and it's obviously it's got far too dark to film. I don't know if you can even see me there. I'll just get a bit closer into the light. It's very, very dark in there. I haven't heard anything, I haven't seen anything today, so but not to worry. That sometimes happens on day one. I have a night vision camera actually that I may put somewhere just in in a sort of random place, and hopefully that might show something. But otherwise we'll come back tomorrow and see if we can have any better luck. So it's a new day today, and it's actually starting late because this morning it was raining, so I nearly didn't actually come out. But then I remembered I had to pick up the night vision camera anyway, and luckily on the way it cleared up. So it's actually been quite sunny for the last. It's gone in now, but it's been sunny for the last half an hour or so. So that's quite good, because after the rains, they tend to come out because they'll be collecting water and doing things like that. So it's quite fortunate really that rain did occur. I looked at some of the footage that I shot yesterday, and I noticed that first of all, the microphone level was too high, and so that wasn't great. But we're getting used to this. Hopefully today will be better. I've lowered the levels a bit, and that's hopefully that'll make a bit of a difference. Also, apologies. I noticed on a few of the shots my shirt was riding up, and you could see my fat belly, and that's slightly embarrassing. But I'll put a t-shirt on today, so hopefully that'll prevent any unwanted revelations like that. So I'm going to find a new spot today to sit. Yesterday wasn't at all successful, and I just think they're not in this area, so I'll try and find somewhere else to go. So that's the plan. Yeah. Okay. So this is a good spot. We're further down. It's a little bit damper. Unfortunately, I'm getting a bit of a wet bottom, but it's worth it because this is a good, comfortable. Apart from that, comfortable place to sit, and you can be seen all around. So I can see sort of get a good view, but they can spot me, and if I stay here rather calmly for a while, I'm hoping that they'll come along and see what I'm up to. They like these covered areas because they can't be seen by any buzzards and things flying around. And this is an area which I've seen them before, so albeit probably about 8 years ago. But that's a good thing, because as I say, they're nomadic. So the last time I visited this woods was about a year ago, and they were. I've already checked that area, and they're not there. So it's a couple of hours now I've been here. That's quite usual. I mean, I'm not, not discouraged by the fact this is taking a long time. I just slightly feel a bit more under pressure than usual because I'm filming it, but it always takes a while. Now the Morsu know who I am, so they're not going to be freaked out when they see me. And what I've been doing is trying to make a noise which I've done previously, and it's this. That's what I'm doing, is I'm hitting my tongue against the bottom of my mouth and making that sound, and I think it sounds a little bit like a drum beat, but it's really just for them to it's just a curious sound. It doesn't travel very well though, but if they're nearby, it might be enough to just. I'm just keeping my eyes peeled on the perimeter up there, and there's also some rocks down there. So. I just saw one just down there. very tempting to follow him, but that wouldn't do any good because he's a scout and he wouldn't lead me back to camp. If I chased him, he'd just disappear down a crack and I wouldn't see him for the rest of the day. And he'd alert everybody else to stay at the ground. So but he was just down. It's going to take me a moment just to focus in. He went down there. Just better keep quiet actually, because if he does come back again, I'm just going to hold the camera like this, and then if he does come back, I'll try and get a shot. Right. Just keep watching up behind me on that ledge. Let's focus it. I think I've got the right spot. Hold on. Yeah. Ah. He was just there. Ah, you see? That was a quick glimpse there. Okay. He's not there. Oh, sorry about that. He was doing. Oh, there he is. Okay, let's. There. Ah, well, at least we've got a shot of one. We just keep it up there. I was a bit loud there when I was talking. So it's raining, and that's slightly irritating.
And so with the majority of his videos, they're usually very quick shots like that, with the exception of one of them when he has his friend help him with the camera. They capture other looking creatures, and like I said, it's, to children, they would absolutely love it. Like, oh my gosh, there's such thing as a fairies or whatever. But I mean, it's, like I said, I don't want to be too skeptical, but I mean, it's great CGI work, and you could tell the camera, is pretty top grade. So yeah, I mean, it is calming. It is relaxing. He has one of those voices that you could just relax to, and the content is just, it really is wholesome.
That means they probably won't be coming out again today if this carries on. The sun's coming out over there. I've been here about half an hour. The rain's not as bad as it was, so it might clear up, but it still means that they might have headed back to their holes. So I'm not sure if we'll see anything else today, but if not, I have a plan that I'll implement just before I head off. But I might have to cut it short today, so at least we saw something. This little track up here is definitely used as a route for them, a little pathway up to the level above. And also you can see in there, it's steeper probably than it seems. If I can just get up here, you can see, well, there's a little cave entrance out into the daylight up here as well. So both these would definitely be used by them, because it's like a stairway to the level above. So I have a plan, and I think what I'll do is I'll leave some bait at both of those tonight, and we can check that back in the morning. What I usually do is use seeds. I've got, that's not a seed, that's a sticking plaster, but I have some courgette seeds and carrot seeds. That's another carrot there. Cabbage. These are just seeds from the garden centre, but obviously cabbages and courgettes don't grow in here, so they're fascinated with those. But for the purposes today, and to hopefully get a more likely result, I'm going to put down some of these, which are, they're not seeds, they're flying saucers. And flying saucers are sweets that are filled with sherbet, and they go mad for the sherbet. So what I'm going to do is, just to make sure they see them, is stick them on a little stick like that, and then poke that into the soil there, like that. And then we can check back in the morning and see if they've taken them.
First time I seen this, I was like, I wonder what those sherbets taste like. So we'll run these 2 videos for this evening, but it is like I said, a wholesome channel, one that you can just kick back to and relax. If you guys like something like this, just let me know and I can continue. It has quite a few videos that I could continue showing, and I mean, he hit 4 million views on this one. I didn't realize it was in 2017 though. I thought it was like this last year or so, but I was obviously wrong. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and even a better tomorrow. Yeah, so I will see. I'll see what you guys think. You know, leave me your comments if you want to see more of this or whatever you'd like to see. I would love to react to, but until tomorrow, I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys will see me tomorrow. Peace out. Have a wonderful evening. God bless.